Right. Hey everybody, Rick here. It's been a while since I've done a update on my garden, but just wanted to give you a quick rundown on everything that has been going on for the past month or so, or since my last update. So everything is growing beautifully. Today is May the 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. So let me give you a rundown on the update for this one. This over here is collard greens, mustard greens, and spinach. And they are just looking just absolutely wonderful. Over here, I decided to finally put my mint plant out. This is to bring the bees in and things for the tomatoes. This is broccoli, green onions, and beets. And I see I'm having a few bug issues going on here. It's not too bad, but I'll probably need to start addressing that here soon. Probably with BT or something like that. So over here, these are tomatoes. I put these out probably a week or two ago. I can't remember. It took a while because we still been dealing with some fairly cold evenings down in the 50s and 60s. So the past couple days it's been back up into the high 60s, 70s for the evenings, so the 80-degree days. So, and actually the plants are just now starting to pop. So they're starting to do really good now. So over here on these two sides I have mortgage lifters. This is my first year growing them, so looking forward to that. These are Better Boys. This one actually I bought from the store, and that one I grew from seed. Everything else is actually started from seed except that one. Well, in this bed anyway. Here I have Rutgers. Very typical plant there. This one here is Brandywine Red. So I've never grown them before, so that's going to be an interesting one, but it's like any tomato. These two here are porterhouses, and these two here are super beefsteaks. So I'm not sure which ones are heirlooms, which ones are hybrids. I got to go back and look at the package again, but it's not that big of a deal. So I save the seeds of just about everything anyway. I just keep them separated. Here are my cucumbers. The ones on that side there, this side here, those are actually transplants I picked up for $1 for 6 of them. So I said, well, heck, why not? Then I started these from seeds right here. And as you can see, they are really just starting to take off. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the transplants yet. Yeah, I hate to just dig up stuff and not know what to do with it. So as for now, they're going to stay. But everything's going to be running on a trellis. I'm doing something different this year. I'm going to be running a 45-degree trellis up, or about 45 degrees, and I'm going to run it about 6 feet high, 6 feet 5. I'm 6'2", so just something I can walk up underneath and pick the cucumbers off hanging from the trellis. So I thought that'd be kind of neat. And on this side, just depending on what I'm doing, I'm going to just run a straight up and down trellis here. So and I put my marigolds in various places too, and they help in with the bees. People got mixed reviews on those, but they work for me, and I typically go off of what works for me. So this is spaghetti squash right here. So this stuff just kind of popped, and I planted it at the exact same time I planted the cucumbers. But when I did the ones I started indoors as an experiment, they did the exact same thing, just got really huge. So this is also going to be running on a trellis, 45-degree trellis. That'll be sitting about 6 feet tall, and that way I can just pick up the spaghetti squash from there. This on here, this empty row is actually green bean or pole beans. So green beans, pole beans. So they'll be on a trellis and just running straight up and down. Very typical for beans. Now I forgot to show these. I gotta have these in just various areas in the garden because I didn't have any spaces for them. But those are Brussels sprouts. That one's actually doing pretty good. There's one in the middle, there's one over there, and I got a couple on the other end I'll walk to show you in just a minute. So These are turnips. I don't really eat turnips, but I eat turnip greens. My family likes them, so that's kind of what we're growing there for. So if the turnips get somewhat big, it's going to be kind of hard to say in this little 4x4 box. But we'll see what happens there. So Brussels sprouts in the middle. These are cauliflower. So these are actually very surprising to me. I know how big they're going to get, so I left a lot more space on that end there. And they're doing really good too. Here, my herbs that we typically use, sage, right there. I bought them as transplants and they're doing really good. Right there in the middle is arugula. I planted that stuff 4 days ago and it is popping up already. So I've never grown arugula before, so we'll see what happens. And here's a new one. I'm not new to basil, I'm new to purple basil though. So I bought them transplants also, so they seem to be doing pretty good. So we'll just let that run. Now in this very big pot right here behind me, I am growing cucamelons. That is a new fruit to me that I saw on YouTube, and I thought, oh my goodness, I have to grow them things. So there's about 25-30 seeds in there. I'm going to build a 6-foot teepee surrounded with either rope or fishing wire, I don't know yet. But it's going to be on a 6-foot teepee, and I just left it all to itself. So that's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to those. These two tomato plants right here are the other two that I bought. They're called Indigo Rose. They are a crossbreed from Oklahoma State, and they're purple, almost black. And I thought that was really neat, so I was reading up on them a little bit. It's supposed to be better antioxidants and stuff like that. But the fact I just like to grow stuff was enough reason for me. So, and that was good there. Here are my pepper plants. I have 3 of them. That one on there, the wind's kind of doing some damage, but I put them out when it was pretty cool too. So as you notice, the bottom leaves are struggling, but they'll pick up. I already know they will. So this right here and this right here are Carolina Cross watermelons. I had one planted there in the middle, but it didn't sprout, so which is okay because ultimately I'm only going to end up with one anyway. So I have to see which one is going to be the strongest. So I wanted to just try to grow a very big watermelon this year. I wish I would have had the room to just give it its own box. But even still, if I had another box, I probably would end up planting some more vegetables that we eat in it anyway. So I just wanted to give that a shout there. So we'll see what happens. I'll just let it sproll on out. Whichever one I decide to pick, it can just run off the box out into the mulch over there. So that's 2 more broccoli sprouts right there. That's my corn. So the corn is doing exceptionally well, and that's a sweet corn. Some organic version, even if that makes any sense, or even if I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I found. So right there in the middle is my okra. So we had a pretty decent windstorm last night. No, I lost one. Not good, but still have plenty left. So yeah, out of all the okra that I actually grow, I probably only eat off 12 stalks anyway. So rest of it will probably be canned or pickled, and I'll let one just go to seed and just keep growing from them. On the back side there, that is carrots. Now I have never had success growing carrots, ever. But this year it's been absolutely amazing. So they are coming up strong. The box is high enough the rabbits can't get to it, and I'm actually looking forward to them this year. These are called purple dragon carrots. So they're actually purple instead of the orange color that we've grown accustomed to. So looking forward to seeing what happens there. That is pretty much it for the garden. So these are my decor. That's a spiked deer that I had to harvest because it was wounded. I shot that a couple years ago. So that is a cow head that I just found that thing out when I was mushroom hunting here recently. So I just bought that in for decor. And that's a turtle shell. That's a turtle I cleaned last year. So big snapping turtle. So that's how country folks do it. And these are just spares that I need to get in the ground really soon. I need to get these over to my dad's. Those are just different tomato plants, Mr. Stripey. One that I bought for a test but never did put it in. And then the other stuff that I started from seed, Mortgage Lift to Brandywine Red. That's broccoli and cauliflower and just various other stuff. It's starting to turn colors big time. But so I'll figure something out anyway. So all right, so that's my garden. That's my update. So I'll try not to make them so long or have such a big duration in between the next time I do one. So all right, until then, see you guys later.